Respond to this. Good morning, FGC.
Oh, is it that time already?
It is that time already. We should be getting some news. I just wanted to talk about the fact that, I think that right now is a great time to get into the FGC if you're not already in it. I think so. I mean,
We've said this before. We've said this before too. I mean, a couple years back when it was like the big FGC boom.
Yeah. I mean, I think they call them the 09ers, people that got into fighting games when Street Fighter 4 started. I think in 2015, 16, I want to say was the other one where we got the new Mortal Kombat, we got the Injustice, we got the Samurai Showdowns, and we got like Tekken came out, like all that was a big boom. And I think we're about to come into another big boom because we have like all these games ramping down, and everybody, for better or worse, goes on Street Fighter time. So when Street Fighter's ending, games end, and the new variants come out. So this year we already got confirmed Guilty Gear. It's the last season of Street Fighter, which means Street Fighter 6 is right around the corner. Tekken 7's been out for like 25 years. It feels like it.
You're not wrong.
The last season of Dragon Ball is now. Mortal Kombat, I think there's one more season after the movie and after the tournament. I think they're gonna do one more season because they said they're gonna do one more than they usually do. And we're coming up on the anniversary of the second year for Mortal Kombat. They've already done more than they've ever done with the story and everything. I'm super pleased. Shiva, we won't talk about Shiva.
Up, down.
Yeah. Down, up.
Or down, up, excuse me.
Down,
I'll reverse
exactly.
that. Down, up, all day.
But I think that people that are getting into the FGC right now, with the Fortnite situation going on, with Ryu and Kid coming in, when these new games come out, I think we're going to have another boom in the next 2 years of people getting into fighting games, whether it be Smash, whether it be the Brawlhalla's, what we're going to talk about in a little bit. I think the next boom FGC is here. Maybe not as many games, though.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm kind of concerned about, is the fact that a lot of, like you were saying, a lot of these games are at the end of their life cycle. What's next besides Guilty Gear? Like there doesn't seem to be any other games that are on the horizon that are going to be like bigger titles. And I don't mean like the LOL game that's coming out or anything. I'm talking about like mainstays. There's no words of anything. So
no worries, but I have to believe that they've been working on Tekken 7 and they're ready to duke it out with Street Fighter. If you didn't know any better, you think Street Fighter and Tekken are the big heavy hitters that are going to be competing against each other. This generation, they have been. Tekken, I think, has overtook in sales and in hype for this generation of the fighting games. We'll see what happens next time. I think Guilty Gear is in a prime position to go to the next thing. Tekken 8's got to be, or whatever they call it. They might not even call it Tekken 8.
Tekken 8, I still think is a ways off.
You might see another Tekken Tag, maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, they're still releasing characters because they still got the they got Dutch Prime Minister or Belgium Prime Minister or whatever. Oh no, Polish Prime Minister.
But I think that much like Street Fighter, Tekken is in its last season of releases.
Possibly, yeah. I can.
Okay, so you play Tekken longer than I have. Does Tekken usually, when they get to the end of their DLC, how far do they wait out to get the next Tekken usually?
This is the first time they've done DLC.
So usually just put the game out and it's like, it is what it is.
Yeah, that like the last game that came out was Tekken Tag Tournament. And that's just all, it has all the characters that was released in Tekken from that point on. So I mean, there wasn't anything else to look for, and people were playing that for like a long time before they were like, oh yeah, Tekken 7's coming out. Now this is the first time they're actually doing like DLC. So it's one of those it was like one Tekken per generation or something like that. Kind of, sort of, yeah. That's no, because last generation had 6 and 6 Tekken. What was it? 6 Tekken Tag Tournament and wait. No, Tekken Tag was on PS3, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it had 6 in Tekken Tag for Xbox and PS3, and 360 and PS3, and then last generation was just Tekken 7.
Yeah, so
this generation technically.
So I truly believe that once we get a Street Fighter trailer for Street Fighter 6, Tekken's right around the corner, and before all that comes out, everybody has to compete with Guilty Gear. You know what I
mean? Quite possibly, because I mean, with the Japanese developers of the fighting games and everything, they're doing their like roundtable discussions.
Thank goodness.
Like, they're so I'm thinking they're all piggybacking off each other and bouncing ideas off of each other. So I think development cycles for a lot of these games are going to be kind of consistent with each other because of that stuff. So they're kind of sort of creating their own like competition market, so that they're not like one development team is not above the other development team. It's like we realize that there's a lot of things we got to work on, and we got to discuss between ourselves, like with net play or with net code for play, with character designs and with how to make games like run smoother. What they're going to do with like older IPs, if they're going to bring back older IPs, what things they can add to gameplay that will make the game feel fresh. And so like one of the biggest issues with Tekken that I have is like there's no defensive options. It's just don't mess up. That's it.
Similar to Street Fighter, which is why they put the new V ship in for defensive option.
So it's like now you have a lot more options to like get out of things, and I think that it's just from them taking notes from like MK and stuff like that. So
I think the biggest thing that'll be in Tekken 7 that everybody will love. Well, no, Tekken 8, right? Tekken 8.
Yeah, 8 will be the next one.
Yeah. No Akuma.
Maybe. We don't know.
We don't know.
Technically he's a part of the story.
The next Tekken isn't Tekken 7, it's the crossover. Street Fighter versus Tekken. I mean Tekken versus Street Fighter. They said they're still working on it.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna go well. Just because I think we already saw how busted Shoto characters or characters with projectiles in Tekken is. I don't think that's gonna go
but
well.
they've had what? The game came out in 2016, 17. They've had like 4 or 5 years to balance it. So I mean we'll see. So Brawlhalla is one of the games that I think that these fighting game companies have actually taken word on, because they have good net play. They've got rollback. It's not the greatest rollback in the world, mind you, but they do have rollback, and they have cross-play with PlayStation and Xbox and PC.
I was actually really surprised at how well this game actually was doing. It's like, it's like a poor man's Smash. So, and then like it's like been taken off and it's been doing like well. And some of the tech in the game is just ridiculous, especially at higher levels. Looking at it,
I don't know if your first time playing it was with me, but I remember my first time playing it was with Jadiana, my cousin, my goddaughter.
Yeah, I think that was the first time. That was the first time I played it when we were all playing together.
So my first time playing it, when my goddaughter was like, "We got to play Brawlhalla." So it's a game that I wasn't even up on until she put me on it, and we played it for probably about 2 or 3 hours after that. So the fact that I could get in it with her, it's like what you want Smash to play like, not play like, netcode to be like. If Smash could play like Smash, and have this kind of net play, would be great.
Right, I totally agree with that, because Smash's net play is rough.
Yo, Smash net play was better. Like that would change the game.
Yeah, quite literally.
The entire game. So we had Wazma like to give love to smaller games, because a lot of smaller indie scene games like Brawlhalla are giving. They're not giving in sales the bigger title games run for their money, but as far as their innovation is one of the reasons. Like I said, Brawlhalla net play is great. Some of the other smaller titles, EX Lair, they got like EX Lair has so many options, defensive options, armed options, and stuff like that. And this is not exactly a fighting game, but this game is called One Finger Death Punch 2. I played the first one, and I was like, this is my speed. So check this out. I don't think you've seen this yet.
Blood and gore and violence. Yeah. I've seen something. I've seen this before. I think it was something else before it became what this is. But I have heard of One Finger Death Punch.
Just insane, stupid. Like, as you can see, you stay in one spot.
Yeah, I played another game that was similar to this. What was the like video they had? Was Kung Fury. Kung Fury had a very like Kung Fury.
Game. It's a little bit similar to that, yeah, but faster, way faster, and upgrades. and all this other stuff, and swords and all this other stuff. But yeah. So this is more like a beat 'em up than a fighting game, but people that like fighting games usually like beat 'em ups. And this is pretty awesome. I thought I just want to give a little spotlight to a game you probably haven't heard about, but could definitely be a nice little time waster. And the best thing about it is the fact that it's coming to the Switch.
That's gonna be interesting. Take this on the go. I think they're like similar, like mobile games are, like just where it's just you fight for whatever side that you're fighting on and stuff like that.
Yeah, I forget what the genre is called, but it's like an endless runner, kind of,
sort of. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what the genre, the specific genre name is called, but and people have been enjoying stuff like this. So I mean, and especially with like the stick animation type stuff, like, and it's like that stuff hasn't gone anywhere.
It's $8.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all, man. So nothing going to go up. So tomorrow, Thursday, I guess we will say, we have the Square Enix conference. We'll be doing that live streaming. Hopefully, you guys can check it out here. And that should be the big thing for this week. And hopefully, we see some Final Fantasy. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, Final Fantasy and some more IPs. I would like to see more IPs outside of Final Fantasy from Square Enix. So hopefully, they'll really show off some stuff.
All right, that's going to do it. See you guys tomorrow, man. Until then, be good. Be safe. Keep playing the games. I'm Red K.
I'm the Loneliest Wolf by choice.
We out. Peace.